Leviticus chapter 19. And Yahweh speaks to Moses, saying, Speak to all the congregation of the sons of Israel. And you have said to them, You are holy, because I, your God, Yahweh, am holy. You each fear his mother and his father, and you keep my Sabbaths. I am your God, Yahweh. You do not turn to the idols, and you do not make a molten god for yourselves. I am your God, Yahweh. And when you sacrifice a sacrifice of peace offerings to Yahweh, you sacrifice it at your pleasure. It is eaten in the day of your sacrificing it and on the next day. And that which is left to the third day is burned with fire. And if it is really eaten on the third day, it is an abomination, it is not pleasing. And he who is eating it bears his iniquity, for he has defiled the holy thing of Yahweh, and that person has been cut off from his people. And in your reaping the harvest of your land, you do not completely reap the corner of your field, and you do not gather the gleaning of your harvest, and you do not glean your vineyard. Even the omitted part of your vineyard you do not gather. You leave them for the poor and for the sojourner. I am your God, Yahweh. You do not steal, nor feign, nor lie, each against his fellow. And you do not swear by my name for falsehood, or you have defiled the name of your God. I am Yahweh. You do not oppress your neighbor, nor take plunder. The wages of the hired worker do not remain with you until morning. You do not revile the deaf, and you do not put a stumbling block before the blind, and you have been afraid of your God. I am Yahweh. You do not do perversity in judgment. You do not lift up the face of the poor, nor honor the face of the great. You judge your fellow in righteousness. You do not go slandering among your people. You do not stand against the blood of your neighbor. I am Yahweh. You do not hate your brother in your heart. You certainly reprove your fellow, and do not permit sin on him. You do not take vengeance, nor watch the sons of your people, and you have had love for your neighbor as yourself. I am Yahweh. You keep my statutes. You do not cause your livestock to mate with two kinds. You do not sow your field with two kinds. And a garment of two kinds, mixed material, does not go up on you. And when a man lies with a woman with seed from intercourse, and she is a maidservant, betrothed to a man, and not really ransomed, or freedom has not been given to her, there is an investigation. They are not put to death, for she is not free. And he has brought in his guilt offering to Yahweh, to the opening of the tent of meeting, a ram for a guilt offering, and the priest has made atonement for him with the ram of the guilt offering before Yahweh, for his sin which he has sinned, and it has been forgiven him because of his sin which he has sinned. And when you come into the land, and have planted all kinds of trees for food, then you have reckoned its fruit as uncircumcised. It is uncircumcised to you for 3 years, it is not eaten. And in the 4th year, all its fruit is holy, praises for Yahweh. And in the 5th year you eat its fruit, to add to you its increase. I am your God, Yahweh. You do not eat with the blood. You do not enchant, nor observe clouds. You do not round the corner of your head, nor destroy the corner of your beard. And you do not put a cutting for the sole in your flesh. And a writing, a cross mark, you do not put on yourself. I am Yahweh. You do not defile your daughter to cause her to go whoring, that the land does not go whoring, and the land has been full of wickedness. You keep my Sabbaths, and you revere my sanctuary. I am Yahweh. You do not turn to those having familiar spirits, and you do not seek for wizards to become unclean by them. I am your God, Yahweh. You rise up at the presence of gray hairs, and you have honored the presence of an old man, and have been afraid of your God. I am Yahweh. And when a sojourner sojourns with you in your land, you do not oppress him. The sojourner who is sojourning with you is to you as a native among you, and you have had love for him as for yourself, For you have been sojourners in the land of Egypt. I am your God Yahweh. You do not do perversity in the judgment, in the measure, in the weight, and in the liquid measure. You have righteous balances, righteous weights, a righteous ephah, and a righteous hin. I am your God, Yahweh, who has brought you out from the land of Egypt. And you have observed all my statutes and all my judgments, and have done them. I am Yahweh.